And I felt it pulled back a little bit because of Chris Helmsworth, because it looks like Marvel says, listen, you kill nobody, you punch nobody, unless it's with Marvel, all right? Because we already saw Chris Helmsworth get dark in Marvel when he cut off Thanos' head. So you know he can get dark, you know what I mean? This one was like, no, not for you.
Nothing for you.
Nothing for you unless you're a Marvel. So you stay nice and tight, stay in that car and be nice and smile, you know, and just rob a little bit. Just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. But that's my quick review with Crime 101.
I did enjoy it, but I do think that it had a lot of opportunity to expand more in certain directions.
No, I agree. I think it's in a way, like I said, this one I didn't like. I know you liked. I didn't like as much. But one thing that I do enjoy in this movie that I say, I have to give much props to is number one, like you was mentioning Chris Helmsworth's character, right? You want a little more development. You want to see what made him the way he is. But one thing I really liked with his character was, or what Chris Hemsworth did with his character, that you felt as if he was very reserved. Like you say, he was awkward around women, but he was almost awkward just around life. If it didn't have to do with his work, he was very off kilter. And you never seen Chris Helmsworth ever play a role like that, where he was trying not to say much, like he didn't know how to express himself. I did love that to show the depth, because everyone knows he can do a lot of things. Of course, action, he can do comedy, but something like this where a lot of his acting came within his eyes and his body movements more than his narrative. I just felt it was a little too safe. Like when people really wanted to go a little farther, maybe the actors wanted to go a little more. They were like, no, just ease back a little bit now. We got Chris in the house. Ease up a little bit, and what he did, what Barry did was pretty good. So all in all, I think the movie is okay. It was all right. I think that if you do decide to see it, everybody, go to the theater and see it in the cinema. You can get a really good aspect of what Jay and I are talking about. What you say, Jay?
Yeah, I would definitely say that, again, for me, I think it hit. It was very entertaining for me. I enjoyed it all, but like Barry's saying, they could have built a little bit more into it. I mean, it probably would have made it too long, maybe. I don't know.
Right. Yeah,
but But other than that, yeah, I think it was great. I think it is worthy of a trip to the cinema. But at the same time, it's worthy because it's a good enough movie to go see and you'll enjoy it from my perspective for sure. But it also tells the studios we want more movies like this. So if we want to get closer and closer and closer to the potential of a Thomas Crown Affair, a Heat, a Collateral, something like that, where it's very adult, takes its time, and it really layers the characters out, you got to go support films in this genre in general, right?